Hey everybody, welcome back to the 12 Days of Mods. We are getting ready to round it out. Today is day 10, and Corey's gonna pick another gift. We just got done with the skid plates, and the day before that was the suspension, so those were two really big ones. And there's still two really big gifts under the tree, and we may or may not have added a few.
Yeah, I see that. We ended the day yesterday with 3, which we have 3 days left to film, and now there is an extra 5 things under the tree.
I procrastinated just a little bit.
So like this one here, this wasn't there yesterday.
Well, good luck figuring out what that is.
You forgot to wrap.
No, I'm lazy.
So am I installing a shovel today, or?
Well, I mean, that's gonna depend on what you pick there, Corey, so you're gonna have to give it a pick. Plus, you don't know that that's a shovel. I don't wanna hear it.
Well, I guess we can do the shovel today. We'll figure that out. Assuming there's mounts in there for this. So leave it wrapped and just put it on the truck wrap. Is there mounts to go with this shovel?
Yeah. Those, the two little ones on the top.
Oh, these guys?
Yeah.
Okay. We got some quick fist mounts here. We're gonna figure out where to put these. It's missing a bolt. Now, I was thinking about opening this really big one, but I'm thinking we'll save that for day number 12. So I'm gonna move over to some of this stuff here. So let's go with the second largest one here. We'll go with this one. So let's see what we got here. We got some traction boards. All right, traction boards. Now, do we have mounts for these?
Yeah, that's the little rectangular one.
Got some Tread Pro mounting brackets here. I haven't used these yet to install some traction boards, so we'll see how these work. All right, so let's get the lights on. We're gonna get this bracket mounted somewhere on the bed rack probably for the traction boards, and then we will figure out where we wanna put the quick fist mounts. We'll get that shovel up there as well. All right, so we're gonna get this bracket here assembled from Tread for the traction boards. So these are like a billet stud. We're gonna get those attached to this bracket. And then these plastic handles here, they lock and unlock. So you can just push in this button here on the side and you can just quickly put those on and take it off just like that. So let's go ahead and get these mounted on. So on this, there's a couple of different options on where you can mount this. You got these two here, which are adjustable, and then you have the ones here on the end. So depending on what style of board you're using, what brand, or the way you want to mount it, determines on where you put the studs on this. All right, so I got both of those in the center one, snugged up, but enough that I can move it back and forth so I can get this aligned exactly where I want it. We're gonna be going through these center holes. Like so. Might as well just leave it in there, turn it over, and we'll get those tightened down. So we got those mounted where we need them to fit our boards. There's some plastic pieces here that pop out, and then you have more holes underneath those. That's where we're gonna be mounting this to our bed rack. And I think what we're gonna do is probably mount it to the top, something like that, and we'll put the traction boards going the long way here next to the Roam case. So Tread actually doesn't supply any hardware to mount this, There's a couple of different ways that you can go about doing it. You could use these loops on the end here for straps. You can zip tie it down to something, or just grab some bolts from your drawer or whatever, and you can bolt this down however you want to. Let's see what we got in here. These should probably work. They're from the Cali Raised bed rack. We'll grab that. We'll grab some washers. So I got the tools I need for the hardware that I just grabbed. I'm gonna go ahead and get this thing positioned up there and get the traction boards centered up on the roof rack, or the bed rack, should I say. All right, we got this thing positioned on here. I have it lined up with the holes. So now I'm gonna go ahead and drop these bolts down through, washer and nut on the bottom. We get that tightened up. So now we got that bolted on, pretty easy to do. Now we can take our traction board, we can drop that down our pins, grab the second one, drop that down as well. The kit comes with these little rubber pieces. We're gonna slip those on. Now we can slip on these. Give it a little extra, couple clicks. Compress that rubber, that way they're a little bit snugger. They do wiggle just a little bit back and forth. What you could do is get another set of these and put one here and here going this way. Then it won't rock back and forth, but they're not gonna go anywhere. So when it comes to taking these off, you just simply push this in, pull these off, and then you can go ahead and pull the traction boards off. Now, you could also, once you have these locked in place, you can take the top and you can twist it into the lock position. Now you can put a tiny lock in here, so that way nobody can just quickly take these off your truck. All right, so let's take the quick fist mounts now. These are actually attached to some Sherpa brackets. We are going to probably mount these things to the side. I'm thinking we have this slot here and here. I think that'll be a perfect spot to get both of these mounted up, and then we could put the shovel on there, you could put an axe on there, a high lift jack, whatever. I think that's the perfect spot for it. All right, so we're gonna get this thing mounted up here, and I'm going to attempt to get this washer. The paint. I'm gonna make this easier and just take the quick fist off from the Sherpa mount. Then it will be much easier for me to get these bolts through and get the thing bolted down to the bed rack first. So we got both of those quick fists mounted on there. Hopefully, I didn't even check that this is gonna work. Hopefully that's okay. Let's get that shoved in there. Like that. Tighten that down. That thing's pretty solid. Nice. Oh, it's a shovel. Couldn't guess it. Didn't guess it. I don't like the blue. It's a wrap.
Yeah, day 10 wrapped up, all done.
Easy one, which I needed after doing a full lift kit yesterday, and bumper, winch, light bar the day before. This was nice. I just need a little break. Hopefully tomorrow's a break too. We'll see.
Well, it depends what you pick, I guess, but it's nice to make use of the rack. And obviously, like, this isn't secured, but if you're going to hit the trail, this is a good place to put it. Keeps your bed empty. Maybe you have a drawer system. Maybe you need to put other stuff in there. So,
day 10, traction boards, shovel, done on to day 11. So if you guys want to stay tuned, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and we will see you guys tomorrow.